Good morning, everyone. I'm Ravindra Rao, your host and guide from Kotak Securities, and I welcome you to the weekly commodity roundup. Well, once again, traders are focused on the US non-farm payrolls data to take a cue on Fed's forward monetary policy direction. The expectation was for a strong print, which would have definitely called for an earlier monetary policy tightening by the Fed. However, the data disappointed as the print was less than expectation. This has dashed the hopes of an early tightening by the Fed. The US dollar index was trading strong till the NFP data was released. The dollar index started the week on a weaker note before rising to a 3 week high. As the expectation was for a strong print, dollar bulls were holding on to the gains till the NFP data was released. However, disappointing numbers pulled dollar lower from 3 week highs as it closed the week almost unchanged at near 90.14. Precious metals had a fantastic run up in last 5 weeks, and as they were in the overbought zone, it warranted some corrective moves. This happened this week, last week, as the US dollar traded to a 3 week high on expectation of a strong NFP data. However, weaker than expected data pulled dollar lower and pushed the precious metal higher from the support levels. Gold has hit a high of 1919.20 per ounce last week, the highest level since Jan 8. But the overbought state of precious metal had triggered some correction, and gold corrected till dollar 1855 before ending the week near 1892. It ended with a 0.6% decline, making it the first decline in 5 weeks. With the ongoing debate about monetary tightening by Fed and other central banks, market players reacted to each and every economic number and central bank comments, and this has led to choppiness in the US dollar and larger financial markets. Gold's correction last week has brought a halt to the upward momentum, and we may see some kind of a choppy trade as market players try to assess Fed's next move. US CPI data and next week's Fed's meeting will be the focus. Similar to gold, silver was also on a roller coaster ride last week and ended with a minor decline of 0.4%, but ended well off intra week highs and lows. ETF activity was also largely subdued. However, net inflows showed buying interest in investors. Similar to gold, silver is also struggling to hold on to the gains, and this could lead to choppy trade in the near term unless there are fresh triggers. Talking about the technicals, gold has taken a resistance near 19 19 19 20 dollar and has taken a support near 1850 1855 and is trading between that. It is very close to the resistance again. It is trading close to 1902 on the COMEX. So we feel the inflation data will be important this week, and till then the tone might be slightly sideways to up, but it needs to take out $19-20 to move higher again towards 1940 $1960. And on the lower side, as I mentioned, 1855 would be very crucial support. In case of MCX, the resistance remains near 49,750, 49,800, which was the recent high, and it is trading above 49,000 now. So bulls might once again try to stretch it towards 49,500 to 49,600, but it needs to move out of the resistance zone near 49,700, 800 to move further higher towards 50,500 to 51,000. Dips might attract buying, but dollar index might be crucial. The overall trend in dollar index is still weak, but the CPI data might keep it slightly on the higher side, or I would say slightly sideways to higher, because the expectation is for a higher inflation number, and if that happens again, the expectation of a Fed's monetary tightening might re-emerge, and that might slightly put pressure on gold prices. So US dollar might be a close watch. Silver is not moving out of 28.30 $28.50 on the COMEX, and that would be the trigger point for silver because silver is trading in a very broad range. Uh, if it moves above 28.30, 28.50 and closes above that, then the bullishness might continue. Until then, the sideways move will remain. In case of MCX silver, on the upside, resistance is near 74,400 and support near 70,500 to 70,000. So we expect this broad range to continue unless it breaks out or breaks down of the lower or the upper bound. Coming to crude oil, after weeks of consolidation in a broad range, crude oil rallied finally, and it came out of the range and traded above the resistance zone of $67 per barrel. NYMEX crude ended the week with a 5% gain and hit a high of 69.76 barrel on Friday, the highest level since October 2018. Crude oil has rallied on hopes of higher demand from US and Europe during summer owing to economic growth, progress on vaccination front and easing of virus related restrictions. Crude oil also benefited from OPEC Plus gradual stance on production hike. Crude oil rose as market players played down possibility of more Iranian supply coming online with talks between world leaders dragging on. Crude oil has rallied sharply in the last few days, indicating upward momentum. However, we recommend some caution as there are negative factors in the form of persisting virus related restrictions in Asia, prospect of higher supply from Iran, as well as uneven global economic recovery. Focus this week will be on the monthly outlook by major agencies like US EIA, IEA, and OPEC, which will reflect upon demand supply situation. Technically, crude oil has come out of the range. It has moved past 67 per barrel. This is in case of WTI, and expectation is for a move above $70 plus. Currently, it is trading close to $69. On the MCX, prices have moved out of the range and has penetrated the resistance of 4970 and is trading comfortably above 5000 levels. We expect prices might move to 5120, 5200 levels possibly this week. If it holds above 4940, 4900 levels, so any dips might attract buying in crude. In case of natural gas is trading in a very sideways zone since it penetrated the resistance of 210. Natural gas has been trading slightly sideways to higher side. It has The bulls have tried to move out of the range near 230, 232, but have failed. In this sideways move, there is a symmetrical triangle that is being formed, and we expect natural gas to move out of the range only if it sustains or closes about 230 to 233, and in that case it might move about 240. So the sideways move remains until the upside of 230, 32 holds on a closing basis. Finally, coming to base metals, on the LME, it noted volatile movements last week to end on lower note. LME copper was the worst performer with 2.95% decline, followed by 2.6% decline in lead prices and 1.6% slide in zinc prices. In other metals, aluminum and nickel prices ended with a 1.1% and 0.6% decline respectively. The metals pack have noted volatile movement last week amid mixed cues. On weaker note, prices came under pressure, tracking growing inflationary concerns along with rebound in the US dollar index and lingering virus worries. However, on positive note, capping the downside was global growth optimism, tracking upbeat factory activity data from major economies, along with improving virus situations across US and Europe. Furthermore, also lending support was expectation of loose monetary stance by central banks of major economies. So overall, we expect metal pack to witness mixed movement this week amid mixed cues on macro front, with bias for most metals being sideways. Technically, copper has moved in a broad range. 774, 778 is the upper bound, and on the lower side, 730 remains a crucial support because that was the break point from where copper took off and went on to hit 800 plus levels. So if it moves below 730 on a closing basis, there is a chance it might further fall towards 718, 715. But if it doesn't take out 730, then we expect the range to continue until it is below 778. So any dip towards 730 might attract buying, and any rise towards 768 to 774 might attract selling. And until it is in this range, we expect the range movement to continue, and the bias would be slightly um, sideways to weak. So focus for the week would be on US CPI data, wherein a strong reading could further fan worries that Fed may be forced to begin pulling back on stimulus sooner than expected. The inflation data assumes importance as it is one of the last major economic data that will impact movement in US dollar ahead of the next Fed meeting on June 15, June 16th. Furthermore, on inflation front, a focus may also be on China's CPI and PPI data. As such, both the readings are expected to show rise in inflation, which in turn will fuel worries over policy tightening by Chinese policymakers. But looking at the optimism of the global growth, the downside may be slightly capped. On central bank front, focus for the week may be on ECB policy meet due on Thursday, wherein the central bank is largely expected to keep its policy unchanged. However, the forward guidance will be important to watch for. Well, that's all from this edition of Weekly Commodity Roundup. Good luck and trade safe.